The brain fact. The brain filter that shapes your reality. Your brain processes 11 million bits of information every second. You are consciously aware of only about 50. Pause for a moment and let that sink in. That means nearly all of reality, over 10,999,950 bits per second, is filtered out before it ever reaches your conscious awareness. What you experience as the world is not the full picture. It's a carefully selected version. So the real question becomes, who or what is doing the selecting? The hidden gatekeeper, your brain's filtering system. Deep within your brain lies a powerful mechanism called the Reticular Activating System, RAS. Think of it as your brain's internal gatekeeper. Its job is simple but profound. Filter incoming information. Decide what matters. Bring only the important data into your awareness. Without it, you would be overwhelmed by sensory overload, every sound, every color, every movement competing for attention at once. But here's where it gets interesting. The RAS doesn't decide what's important on its own. It takes instructions from you. What programs the filter? Your RAS is guided by three key forces. Beliefs. Expectations. Dominant thoughts. In other words, your internal world programs what you perceive externally. If you believe, I'm unlucky, your brain highlights problems, setbacks, and missed chances. Opportunities are everywhere, your brain starts noticing openings, connections, and possibilities. The external world hasn't changed. Your filter has. You're not seeing reality, you're seeing a selection. This realization is both unsettling and empowering. Unsettling, because you are not experiencing reality objectively. Your perception is biased and incomplete. Empowering, because you can change the filter. And when you do, your experience of reality changes with it. Have you ever bought a new car and suddenly seen it everywhere? Learned a new concept and started noticing it constantly? That's your RAS in action. The information was always there. You just weren't tuned to it, until now. The brain's observer effect. In quantum mechanics, there's a famous idea known as the observer effect, where the act of observation influences the outcome of what is being observed. At a physical level, particles behave differently when measured. At a psychological level, something strikingly similar happens. What you pay attention to begins to shape your experienced reality. Your focus is not passive. It is selective. It is directive. It is creative. The feedback loop that builds your life. Here's how the cycle works. You hold a belief. Your RAS filters reality to confirm it. You notice matching evidence. Your belief becomes stronger. This loop runs continuously, often unconsciously. Which means a negative mindset becomes self-reinforcing. A growth-oriented mindset becomes self-expanding. Not because of magic, but because your brain is wired to prove you right. This isn't motivation, it's neuroscience. This idea is often misunderstood as simple, positive thinking. It's not. It's rooted in how your brain processes information, prioritizes attention, and constructs your subjective experience. Your mind is not just reacting to reality. It is actively shaping the version of reality you perceive. Changing your filter, changing your life. If your RAS is programmable, then the implication is powerful. You can deliberately shift what your brain allows you to see. Start with defining new beliefs. Repeating intentional thoughts. Focusing attention on what you want to notice. Over time, your brain adapts. And slowly, almost invisibly, your world begins to look different. Not because reality changed, but because you did. Final thought. You are not limited by reality as it is. You are influenced by reality as you perceive it. And that perception is filtered, moment by moment, by your brain. So the real question is, what are you training your mind to see? Inspired by the concepts explored in The Observer Effect by Rezki Ruiba. Available on Kindle Unlimited. #Neuroscience, #RS, #Reticular Activating System, #Quantum Mind, #Brain Science, #Observer Effect, #Quantum Living, #Mindset Shift.